going to show today. So today we're going to talk about how you upload your products into Leadzboost, how you show those products off, whether it be in your link in bio or a funnel or your store, and then how you deliver those products to your customer. So that's what we'll be going over today. And I'm going to share my screen
Hey,
here.
Diamond, before you get started, can you also show about Stripe? Because I had mine set up, but I don't know. When try to check out on the payment, it showed that I don't have it.
Did you disconnect it and connect it back?
Okay, I need to do that. Okay.
Yeah, I think I told you that. I said try that
Oh,
first. Remember, try that
I be
first and
having
see if
so
it
much
works.
going on. Oh
I
my God. Okay.
understand. It's okay. Yeah, try that first
Okay,
and
I'll
see
do
if it
that.
works. hmm
Okay.
Okay, so here is where you would come when you first log into your Leads Boost. So this is just your launch pad. Your launch pad is gonna take you to different areas that or they're gonna these are the things that are suggesting that you do to optimize your account with Leads Boost. So setting up your Google My Business if you have that, setting up your Stripe, your WhatsApp if you have a blog, so your social media. So it's just showing you ways to connect it so you can optimize your use here. Um, this is your dashboard. Your dashboard is going to show you just when you start making numbers on leads boost, it'll show you like your opportunities, it'll show you your money, your funnel, all those things. So it's just like kind of like overview. Your conversations are going to show your social medias all in one place, so you don't have to go to multiple places, it'll show it all in one place. Your calendar, that will be more for if you want to make appointments, if you want people to schedule appointments with you, like one-on-ones, or if you have that kind of business, like coaching businesses, or even like businesses that aren't related to digital products, the calendar will be used for. Your contact is going to be all your anybody who has purchased from you, or you made contact with, or you sent the invoice to, that will be in your contacts. Opportunities, that is going to be a way to maximize your profits, your opportunities with that person. So if they downloaded a freebie with you, you can then try to retarget them and get them to purchase the actual product, or send more products to them. Um, Payments is all things payment related. So here you have your invoices, your contracts. You would see the orders that you have had, your subscriptions. You could do one-time payment links. You want to give somebody a deal, or you would see the transactions. This is where you would list your products, coupons, etc. Integrations is where you would go um, to integrate your payment processors, so your Stripe or your PayPal. Um, then you have marketing. Marketing is where you can plan your social media, is where you can do your email campaigns. If you wanted to have a affiliate program, you could do that here. You can put your branding in here as well. Uh, Automations. Automation is where you're gonna put your business on autopilot. So this is where you set it up once and it'll keep doing what you need it to do. Um, Sites is where you would go to design your sites. This is more of the design features of it. And so you have your funnels, your websites, your stores. Funnels are more so like one or two pages, as opposed to websites that are more than one or two pages. That it's quite a few. Then you have your blogs. You have forms that you would put on your website if you needed surveys. Surveys are more like questionnaires. So if you had a service that required some information, you would have them fill out a questionnaire, um, things like that. Memberships is if you do have a course or you want to have a community, here is where you would set that up. And it looks much like the school community, like as far as like the setup of it is very similar to school, so that's really cool to have your own membership. Media storage, that's where all your media lives. And anything you upload, your pic, any picture you upload, it will be in your media storage. So anytime you're asked for a photo, all of your media will show up. Um, Reputation, that's where you can ask for testimonials or reviews. You can make sure that you are following up with people and getting those reviews for things. Um, Reporting is going to be overall all reporting, Google Ads, how often you're setting appointments, how often you're making calls. It's just going to give you overall reporting. All these things don't apply to us, but it may. Everybody doesn't just only have digital marketing businesses. Some people have other businesses as well. And so that's the amazing thing about Leadzboost is that you can do it all in one. So I do like to go over those things just in case it's relevant to your business. Um, and then we have the marketplace where you can like integrate other things, other like if you wanted to keep your other like I don't see why. I don't know. You can integrate other things. Yeah, I can check that out and see what those things do. But a lot of things you can keep inside the Leads Boost. It really does everything. Um, we have an app so you can easily access from your phone, so you'll be able to connect with your people. It'll just keep it all in one place. Um, um, this is the Leads Quick Start. So if you need help with something, this is here for you. It'll tell you how to connect the domain, how to add your payment, how to connect your Stripe, how to use the funnel builder, how, your affiliate portal. Uh, this is the affiliate portal here. So this is where you would go see, the people who sign up under you. This is where you would have your affiliate link. It would sign in and it would go in there. Um, so that's important. And then here is the customer support. So if you ever need support from us, you can create a ticket, email us, or book a call for a more one-on-one situation, and we'll help you. And then here is where you get to your Bluetooth community. Okay, so that was pretty much our overview. I'm going to show you guys how to list your product. That's usually my first step is listing my product. It just makes things run smoother. So I'm going to list my product. And to list your products, you would go to payments. I always say your products get you paid. That's how I remembered it. Your products get you paid. So to remember that you have to go to payments to list your products, to list your products. And so you go to payments and then you come over here to products and you're going to get this page here. So you're going to go to create your products. You can import from Stripe. A lot of people won't have their products listed in Stripe. You can also download your product from whatever site you're hosting it from and import it. I'm just going to create my products. So let's do that. So you can either choose to include it or not include it in your online store. And I'll show you what online store they're referring to. I'm going to include it in my store, and I'm going to name this product. We're going to say digital test. And so digital testing kit. That sounds like a real product a little bit, right? So here's where you will put your description. You can't put the DBA that photo that they have. You can't put that here. So you would put the words here if that's or if you need help with your product descriptions, you can use ChatGPT. Um, they can help you with that. Here is where you would put the media. So this is where you would put your listing photo. So this is the photo that you see when you're shopping and you're like, oh, I like that. That photo, that first photo, this is what you're going to put, the media photo, the listing photo that so this is not your PDF. This is not the actual digital product. This is the media. So just the picture. So let's upload a file. Um, um, we'll choose this one. So here you can put your products in collections, so you can group them off. Like if you want to have a collection of all MRR courses or all your credit products. So you can make collections here. Here, if you have physical products, you can input the tax information. Let me see. You can do it along with me. Okay, so I did send out an email and a blast in school about setting up the stores. Um, so if you want to do it along with me, that would be cool, or at least click along with me, so you can kind of get that muscle memory and remember how it goes. And also you can chime in and ask me, slow down or repeat myself or whatever the case may be. So it's up to you. Um, so here's where you would put the tax information. If you have physical products, most people have digital products, so they won't need this information. But like I said, people have multiple businesses. And so here's where you will put your price. So you can do one time or reoccurring. We're gonna do one time and the dollar amount. You should see your currency here. Um, and so you shouldn't have to choose. Uh-oh. So you shouldn't have to choose it. It should automatically be your currency. And so you can put the price and then you can put a comparable price of like whatever you want, and it'll basically show it like it's on sale. And so that's good for marketing techniques. I want to make sure I'm not missing out. And then variant is for like if you sell shirts and you have the same shirt but in different colors, this is the way you use that option. And then the SEO is to get you listed or get you showing up on Google, so you're searchable. And so you can use Chat GPT for this as well and tell them to write you an SEO optimized product description and title. And so we're gonna say I did the necessary information here. I did the title, you put your description, you put your photo, um, and your price. Those are the main things that you would need for listing your product. And then let's go back. So now we see my product is here. So now I want to show off my product. So this is just kind of like in your back office. It's not it just because it's here doesn't mean that it's listed on your online store. Because you can, like I said, you can choose to include it or not include it in your online store, right? So now we have to show our product off so people can see the product. So you could either do it in a funnel on your like link in bio site that most people have that we've created for people, um, or your store. So let me show you guys the difference. So you would come to sites. Sites is like I said, when you go to design, um, where you go to design. So where you would create your link in bio, where you would create your store. And so most people's back office looks similar to this. Um, If it doesn't look like this, you can configure it to look like this. You only need one link in bio, and I think it just says link in bio template or it says final copy. Everything else you can kind of put in a folder. If you go up here, it says create a folder. You can put it in a folder um, and kind of get it out the way so you're not confused, like what is all these things. And so you're only going to work with one as far as your link in bio. So I'm going to click on it. And this is in funnels, y'all. This is a funnel. The link in bio is a one page, like it's a landing page. It's a hub of links. So on the link in bio is where you want to put like your main important links that you are referring to a lot on your social media, that you're talking about a lot, that so that you can give them one website and they can easily go and click on that website and see what you were talking about. So that's the main point of a link in bio. So um, so most people will see if your store isn't already set up, you'll see a blank page. And so I'll show you what this looks like. So most people's look like this. I like to show it in the beginning so you can see how it transitions. And so this button here is that view page. It'll show you. And then this will show you how to edit. Okay, so this will allow you to edit. Sorry. So I'm going to edit this page because I want to customize it. Okay, so let's customize it. So I'm just going to give you guys an overview of this funnel builder back here. So you have some buttons on the top here, and then you have some options on the right. The buttons on the top, and you hover over it, tells you what it does. This adds elements. So all of these little sections, all of these are elements. This is layers, so it'll show you kind of the spacing of things, or um it'll show you. Okay, let me. They said, hold on, how you describing this now? So it'll show you the sections. And when you click on it, it does highlight what it's on. So it'll show you this is the green section. And so within the green section, there's multiple sections. There's multiple things you see. So if you open it up, you'll keep seeing what's there. So I had to open it up with quite a few. And then now I see the image, the headline, and the social media icons. So it just tells you what's in the section. Sometimes it's hard to grab what you're trying to grab. And so the layers help. Um, then you have pages. This only has one page, so it doesn't have pages. But if it did, you can click pages and you can see all the pages here. This is tracking. This is custom CSS. Most people won't do that unless you are very techy. This is the font, and so you can choose the font for the whole page, or if you select the element, it will you can select that individual font. Um, you can choose the background. This is the background for the whole page. If we select the element, it's only going to put the background color for what's highlighted in the area. You see how it doesn't, you see how this doesn't come all the way to the right here. So if I put a background color here, it's not going to cover the whole space. So you have to be mindful of what element you're choosing. Um, this is if you want pop-ups, SEO, um, cookies, things like that. So I'm gonna just show you how to elevate this template. I know it doesn't look like much, but we're gonna elevate it. So if you click on the element that you want, the settings for that specific element will show up on the right. And you'll know that you're on that element because you'll see that it says image, or it'll say headline, and its own specific settings will show up. So they'll be different, but they'll be similar. A lot of them will have the same thing, but it'll be in different spacing. So I suggest you go slow when you're scrolling down here because you can miss what you're looking for. Okay. So you can change the name of the element. I don't. But if you wanted to say profile pic or whatever, you can change that. Uh, the margins and the paddings, this is just the spacing. All the spacing for this template is kind of good. So you don't really have to worry about that. But what it will do is this is the spacing above the box. So you see where my orange is now. This is going to give you spacing above the box. And this is going to give you spacing in the box. So it'll give you spacing in the box. Um, but like I said, you guys won't need to do that. Don't worry about that. The spacing of it should be good. I just wanted to give you a general, like a little, just a little bit of, you won't need that. You shouldn't need that. But if you do, that's what you will do. So then you'll just see different elements, right? Different settings for this is how you can change the background color, the opacity, you can change the alignment, and then here's the image option. So this is where you would go to change the photo. And so you're gonna see a URL. You don't have to worry about the URL. You're just gonna click this photo, and it's gonna ring up your media storage. So anything you upload is gonna show up in your media storage, right? So I'm gonna look for a picture, and you can put them in. Um, I like this lady. So that's not a good picture. Hold on, let me see. So, and be mindful that it is set to a circle. Okay, so I can show y'all if I guess I can use that lady picture. Let's use hers. Okay, so that's nice. Or maybe I should have used the other one, right? So I can show you how to take the circle off. So, so this lady is set to a circle. So you see how it doesn't fit, right? Like, because it's supposed to be a circle. So, you can take off the circle if you go to advanced and you see the image radius, it says circle. We're gonna take that off. And so now it says none. And so now this is how the picture is. It's supposed to look. So this is for y'all who have logos or square logos or just any size logo. It'll just take the form of the actual picture and not kind of distort it. So now I put my picture here. Um and so let me I can put my name. So let's say her name is I think her name is Katie Wilson. So you just type it in and then you can change the font. Those who have been on know I love this specific font. And so I'm gonna go to it. So you can change the size, you can make it bigger. Um, to change the font, you would go to typography type. And so this headline font is the default. So whichever is um in the default for the page of the headline font is what it's gonna go to. So I don't want to change the whole page. I just want to change this one in specifically. So it's specific. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna click on the element, right? Because it's the element you're working on. And then you change the font. You can go to custom font. And then this font family will come up and you'll just um there's so many fonts here. You just scroll down and see which one you like. There's so many. I would put scripts. And so this is if you wanted to put your name, if you have a logo, I mean, that should kind of say your name or everybody doesn't require everybody won't require to put their name here. And if it doesn't apply to you, you can just delete it. But this is my favorite font. And I'm gonna make it just a little bigger. And I can also space out the letters with this letter spacing. Let's space out the letters a bit. Okay, so now we got something going on here. Now it looks like something. But let's do a background because the white is very flat and it's plain, and we want to update that a little bit. So to change the whole background of the whole page, I'm gonna go up here to these the background. So you can either choose a color. That's cute. Oh, that's cute. What y'all think? You can do the color. Um, or you can choose this photo here. You can upload a picture that you have or like a texture, like a background, or you can come over here. They have background, they have pictures from Pixabay and Unsplash. So you can choose one of those. I usually just click all and I'll tell it what I want. I usually um, say a color or like something like that. And it'll give me options. And so let's try this one. I just double click on it. I don't get the URL. I just double click on it. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so to view it, okay, so you can view it in mobile and to see how it will look in mobile. So that's how it will look in mobile. So her name is kind of small. So sometimes the changes you make on desktop does not make those changes in mobile. So make sure you're viewing it in mobile as well. It'll take on some changes, but it won't take on all. So I'll just make this a little bigger. And you see this is kind of spaced out a little bit. I don't really like that. Uh, and so I'm gonna go to it and I'm just gonna um just take off a little bit of it. Oh, did it do something? Oh, it's thinking. Oh, it's thinking. I don't feel like it did anything. Okay, I see how that went up. Okay, so now I look a little better. Okay, so remember to save your work. You come up here, save your work. And now it's going to show me what it looks like on the desktop. Okay, so now she looked like something. She looked a little something, right? So this is where we came from, and here was where we at. So, and those little changes, we did her picture, we did her name, and we did the background. That's all we did so far. And it already looks like something. So that's why we created the template. So it's easy for y'all to just input your information and plug it in. It doesn't have to be too complicated. So, okay, so now we want to move down a little bit. So for those who have a sneak peek or a freebie, this is where your freebie would be. And so if you have a freebie that you designed the picture or you know you have your own design, you would no problem. No problem. And you can I'm recording this, so I'll put up a replay. I'll put up the replay for you. So no worries. But you could definitely, come up to me and say, you're going too fast. And I I would have slowed it down. So but it's also like, your design and getting your pictures. This is already in there. I don't have to search for my picture or, so that's also speeding up the process for me. But yeah, find your elements, find your pictures, know your colors, and that will make it easy for you. Um, so the DBA, if you have a specific DBA sneak peek, you can upload that picture here. You click on the element to change it, right? You click on the element and you can um, upload your picture. So you click on the element, the settings will come up on the side. And you scroll down to where you see those image options and you would click here to change it. I think I just saved the DBA sneak peek. So I'm gonna upload it. So upload it here and I'm gonna add it in. So I don't like that it's so small, so I'm gonna make it bigger. And so you'll see that if you scroll down a little bit more, you'll see the size of it. And so it's on 200 and this is auto. So it's just gonna make it even. If I take it off, it's gonna give it whatever the size of the photo is, which looks so much better. So I'm gonna do it like that. And then you can view it how it's gonna look on the mobile as well. Okay, so that's cool. So remember to save your work. I save my work very often. I look at my like how it's looking very often. Just I want to make sure it's looking good. I want to make sure it's saving the changes. Um, okay, so that's how it's looking. Okay, so we're making progress. So uh, so now you need to have a form that people are going to fill out that's going to collect their information, right? Because that's the point of a lead magnet is to collect information so that you are building up your email list. So we're going to click on the form and the settings for the form will pop up. Over here is going to ask you what form you want to put here. I'm going to choose freebie opt-in. You can always create more forms um, and put the form is specific to um, the action. So if what am I trying to say? The form is specific to like the product. So if this is for the DBA opt-in, you can't do it like one general form and do it for all your freebies because it's gonna be an automation that goes and it needs to trigger the right thing. I hope I said that correctly. So oh that's nice. So look, we kind of have a color that's similar. Um, to edit this and make it a pink color, let's say, we're gonna go to edit form. And this screen will come up. And so you can edit what you want on here. You can add is a button here. You can add to get more information. You can get their phone number, their date of birth, whatever you want to get. Um, but for landing pages and freebie opt-ins, like you just need their name and their email so that you can email them at a later time. But to change this color or what this says, you click on the element and you can say, grab your sneak peek or whatever you want to say. Download yours here or whatever you want to say. And then you would come down and you would change this background color. I'm gonna change it to like a pink color. If you have a brand and it has hex codes, that would be better because you can easily just stay on brand and you're not guessing. But we don't have a brand here, so um we're gonna say and a cool website to create to get if you don't have a brand. Canva has palettes as well, but you can also use this website here. Let me see, let me go to it. What's it called? Coolers.co. There's an extra O. And you would just click start the generator. And then you can get a whole palette with, and be able to have a brand, develop something. If you don't, you can lock the colors you like, say I like these two colors, lock them, and then you hit the space bar and it'll change it. Okay, I like this color, but I don't like those colors. Let me change it. And so then you can develop a branding palette for your business. So that's an option if you guys don't have a little resource. Um, but so I'm gonna save this. So I save, and it doesn't do anything. You can press back, but it won't do anything. So I just close out of it and I click save here, and it registers. And so I'm gonna view it to make sure that it registered, right? So so now you see my peak, and that looks really nice. Okay, so let's go back. And you could probably make this pink as well. Change this background color. You're gonna make that pink. Do we like that? I don't think I like that. Maybe white. Okay, maybe white. Maybe white, y'all. Okay. So, and let me save. So I did the white. Okay. So just because you don't see it here, the changes here, it did change when we see it when we go look at how it looks. So don't worry about that. So now we're moving on to the buttons. So this is the element, right? And so then you have this light purple is a column, and this is the row. So this is all it all has a space in. Like you see how I was talking about the margins. The margins are all set up for you. So if you needed to add another button, I would duplicate at the row instead of at the element. And I'll show you the difference of what that does. So if I just duplicate the button, it's gonna show up like this. So the spacing isn't gonna be right. And you're like, why does it look like this? Why does it look like this? But if you clone it, that's what this button is called. Oh, if you clone it at that blue, it has the spacings and those margins set up for you. So you clone it and you add another button. So if I had something else I wanted to put on my link in bio and I don't have no buttons, you just add another button. To edit the button, you're gonna click on the button. Most of you, everybody here should have Leadzboost. So you definitely want to have a Leadzboost button. Um, and so the button settings will come up. The button settings will come up, and it's here you can change the text of what it says, and then the button needs to have an action because if not, the button doesn't go anywhere. So you make sure all your buttons have action. You have a link for your Leads Boost, so you're gonna put URL, and then you're gonna put your link here. You can choose to put it open in another tab or not. It doesn't matter. Here is where you're going to put your TBA funnel, and I'm going to show you guys that next. But it's the same thing. So if I see how I duplicate it, so let's say I want to put my digital testing kit. That's what I called it, right? Um, and you can put whatever you want to put. Put whatever you want to put will make sense. And then I can put my link here. I can put my link here to go to that page. So this is specifically for links that maybe like you have another business and you wanted to take it to that page, or you have another affiliate like you want to take to that page. So these is for like your main kind of links that doesn't make sense to go in your store. Um, Situations like that. Does that make sense? Are y'all following me? Let me know if y'all following me. Put it in the chat if all of this makes sense so far, or if you guys have any questions, like let me know if I'm going too fast. I want to make sure you guys are getting this. Um, so I'm gonna delete this one. To delete it, delete the whole space. I still would delete at the blue so that it has the same spacing. This button here, click to browse more, that is to go to your store. And I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like. But I just want to show you the button functions and how you switch out the backgrounds, how you switch out the pictures, how you customize this link in bio page. Okay, so I'm gonna save this. Any questions about the link in bio before I go move on? Okay, so now we're gonna go back. So we're gonna go back. So we're gonna go to funnels. So most people's page, like I said, looks like this and some don't, right? But everybody should have a DBA funnel. And so these are the MRR courses funnels that we have. Um, I don't know what these. These are some of the popular MRR courses. And so everybody doesn't have all of them, but this is just here just in case you do have it, or just in case you do inquire it in the future. So in here should be your DBA funnel. And then this is the DWA, SWC. So just all the other MRR courses. Um, and they're completely set up. You just have to edit the steps, and I'll show you on the page. Um, and so it has all the information, right? So if you have this, it has all the information. Um, and you would just make sure that the buttons are these are the buttons. So this is if you do have. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. If you do have it, this is just something to help you configure it. Um, Same thing. Um, Same thing with your link in bio. They have templates in here. Um, if you don't like the template that we provided, there's also you can create a new funnel and they have templates as well. So you don't have to use the one we chose or what we started with. It was just a good way to make it a link in bio and make it uniform and easier across the board. So if you don't like that, you can do whatever you want to do. It's your store. It was just a good way to get it going for those who aren't tech. So we have a DBA funnel, and most people is in the MRR funnel. I'm going to use this copy because I think I I did a lot of edits. Another one. So when you go to your DBA funnel, you're gonna see funnel steps. So this is your sales page. This is your order page for one, order page for two, and a thank you page. And this is kind of like a private page. Nobody's going to ever go to it, but it's a policy page. So I'm going to show you what the DBA funnel looks like. Oh, this is the new one. Oh, this is the wrong one. Okay, this is the newer one that we were working on. So you guys, nobody has this yet. And this is a video of Jacayla. And you can switch that out if y'all needed to. This is not done, so I'm gonna go off of this one. Let me go back. But that is coming, and that will be in templates. So if I did want to use that, that would be in templates. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the other one. Okay, so we were making changes. We're actively making changes, guys. So we're just trying to make it better for y'all. So this is the old DBA funnel or the current DBA funnel. We're making updates to it. It's still nice. It just doesn't have the video. And so here it is. It has buttons here. And so it gives them all the information. So like, why would they buy, right? So that's usually what funnels are for. Funnels are to give information that, so you don't have to say, oh, it has this, and this. No, look at here's my landing page for DBA. Like, check it out. You don't have to, uh, verbally do it. All the information is here. This is a button here. This is a button here, and when they click the button, it'll take them to whatever page you configure it to. So on most of these landing pages, they have buttons and you have to say where the button goes, right? That button action. That is the most that you're configuring for some of these pages. If you want to change it out, that's on YouTube. Here's a button here as well. Um, and so just giving you guys a preview. I think it's really nice. And then they have the option to do one or two. And that's why that other one had order form one and two. And so we're going to do the same for this one so that um, you guys can see how to do that. And here's a button here. So you guys don't have to do the designs of the DBA funnel or any of the other MRR funnels. How we just designed it in the other one, you don't have to do that here. All you have to do is make sure these buttons work. These buttons go to where they need to go. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. Um, and so you see that this only has one order form. I want to do another order form. And so I'm gonna that ain't what I want to do. So I'm gonna clone this. And so if you click on what you want to clone, you'll see clone funnel step, and that's just duplicating the page. Everything is a duplicatable thing. You don't ever have to start from scratch with something. Um, you don't ever have to start from scratch with something. It is, and I don't know if it will look like this for you guys because we have access to everybody's stuff. So I don't know if this part specifically looks like this, but it should ask you where you're trying to put it at. Um, okay, so you see it cloned it. So the funnel steps is gonna show you, it's gonna say, so okay, the button actions, they have a step that says, take me to the next step, or you can choose what step it takes you to, right? So the order of which these funnels in matters. The order of how you configure these steps, it matters in some cases. So you want to make sure that if you select the next step, it actually is the next step. You can change what this order form, the name of it is, so that you don't get confused. You would go to publishing and you would say which form you want it to be. So let's say volume one, or let's say volume two. And so because I assigned this form to volume two, or I named it volume two, I want to assign the product to uh, this form. So you have to go to product here and put it for this form. So if I go to the form, well, let me see if a product is there already. No, because I just created this, right? So if I go to view this product, because you have to make sure you check on your work, right? If I go to view the product, and I see that there's no product available, is because you did not attach the product. Okay. So I'm going to attach the product here. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to add the product. And so this is where I say I always do the product first because it's just easier for me. And I'm going to put um, volume two because I named it volume two. And in instance where it's the next step, I would want it them to go to volume two as opposed to volume one, so that I'm not cheating myself, right? So I'm going to configure the order form for volume two. So every product doesn't have multiple values, right? So like, so if you're selling a regular old digital testing kit, you're not going to need to do this 2 times. It's usually just going to be the one time. You get what I'm saying? So you don't have to do this for every product. It's this is specific to DBA and how DBA is set up. So add a product. I'm going to do volume one here. And so you're going to click it, the price, everything you set up when you went to payments and products and you configure that product is going to show up naturally. And that's why I do products first. That's why I upload my products first. And then I'm going to name it so I could just know which one is which. Okay, so okay. So now we have our sales page. We have an order form for volume two and an order form for volume one. You will know that the product is there when you go view it. You go down and you see the product there. You see? So if you're viewing your stuff, you're checking your work and you don't see a product there, you did not attach the product. Okay, so um now we're just gonna make sure our buttons work for our sales page. And so like I said, for regular products, you're not gonna have to do 2 volumes. You're not gonna have to, it's not gonna be as complicated. This is just because TBA has 2 volumes and they have 2 options. So I want to edit my sales page, and I'm only doing the buttons. If y'all want to be fancy and change the color to y'all branding, like what color did I use for that lady? Pink or something? You can change the color if you wanted to. Um, and it's as simple as changing that background over here at the top. Most of it should change. If it uploads, I can show you. Sometimes when it takes too long, just refresh it. It gets it together. Okay. Um, so if you did want to change it, you can just go to background and, and see it's red, and I could choose pink, and it'll change the majority of the situation. You see? So that's if you want to customize it. It's very easy once you know what you're doing. It's not it don't have to be complicated. I'm changing back to red because I be over here editing this when I do these calls. I be over here messing stuff up. Okay, so all you have to do for this funnel is to make sure the buttons work. So you click the button, the actions for the button comes up, much like how we did with the link and bio, right? The action for the buttons come up on this right side. We scroll down. It's usually at the bottom, but scroll slow. You can change what it says and you could change what it does. So this button action is going to automatically go to the next step. If you click here, you can choose which step it goes to, but this is going to go to the next step, which is why I put volume two at the next step, because if they scrolling on my funnel and they get right here and they say they want access now, yeah, absolutely I want y'all to go to my volume two, right? Like so I have next step here. Okay, so we selling them some more, we giving them some more information. Now they're gonna see what's in volume one and what's in volume two. Here's another button. It's gonna go to the next step. You see, when you click the button, you can kind of see what it says and the action. It's gonna go to the next step. Okay, this is a button. You just want to make sure these are right. It's gonna go to the next step. You can change this. You don't have to say this is definitely for me. Um, I'm sold. Let me have it. You can put whatever you want here. Um, this is a button. And so you're just making sure that it's correct and that the things are configured correct. That's all you have to do. So for here, this is where you want to choose your step. So for volume one, I don't want it to go to the next step. I want it to go to volume one's order page. So I'm going to choose step, and then it's going to ask you which step. So I'm going to say volume one. And that's where naming it will help you. So I'm going to choose volume one, and I'm going to choose this button, and it's going to say link two. I'm going to choose step, and then volume two. So that works out. And then get access now. It can go to the next step. So that's all you have to do. So we're going to save. Um, Here shows you the other pages. So if you needed to change something on the other pages, like volume two, there's nothing really to change. You don't have to change anything on here. You don't have to do these things. It's all set up. But if you did want to customize like this button to the pink, or you can do that from here. Same thing. Then you have the thank you page. And so this is what the thank you page looks like. So it already gives them the information. They can access the community from here. They could submit their receipt from here. They would click it. Literally, the email thing will show up. So it kind of makes it easy, and it's automating the process. It's making it easy for them. And then we also have set up your store, and it gives them. So you would put your Leadzboost affiliate link here, so that if they say, "Yeah, I want a storefront," they would click this button, and it would go to that Leadzboost page, that link, that affiliate page that you guys have, so that now you can upsell. Now you're getting another sale from this person, if they choose to do that. So now I'm gonna save it. I'll make sure I save it. So I would click the link, right? Scroll down, and I'll put my affiliate link right here where it says website URL. Um, so I'm gonna view it, and oh, there's not what I wanted to view. I'm gonna go back to this page. So I'm gonna view it, and I'm gonna make sure my buttons work. Um, I actually, okay. So it takes you to where, just test your buttons. Always test your buttons, y'all. Um, And then the most important buttons, right? Because most of them said next step. You want to make sure that this goes to volume one, which is correct. Um, and this goes to volume two, which is correct. Right? So that's your DBA funnel. So now your DBA funnel is complete. Once you do all those steps, once you configure your buttons and add your affiliate to your the last thank you page, your DBA funnel is complete. What you're gonna do now is, because I want that DBA on my link in bio, right? Like I want them to be able to come to this page from my link in bio. Um, Sorry, y'all. And sorry, y'all. So when you finish and you save, make sure you hit publish. Make sure I hit publish. I didn't hit publish because there's no domain connected. Isn't actually which domain you want to connect this to. And you're gonna collect the domain you want it to connect it to. Usually it's gonna be the one that says without the www, because that's a subdomain. So then you're gonna select that and you're gonna publish, right? So if you select that and publish, and then you can come to settings, um, or do the same thing. You do the same thing. You click this button, or it will already be selected if you published it with the domain. But this is another way to do it. You go to settings, you click your domain, and then you can put your path. Your path is the what comes after the slash. So www.mydomain.com or mywebsite.com/DBA. I put DBA here. This is going to be easy for you to easily say, oh, okay, you want to know about DBA? Mywebsite.com/DBA. So you can easily tell the people how to get to what they need to get to. Um, and so when y'all doing the paths and the naming things, be simple, be easy. Oh, I did not mean to do that. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'll be over here. I be doing stuff for the sake of y'all. Ah, okay, we're gonna remove that. Don't be like me, y'all. But it's okay. You see, I'm taking it off. It's okay to click around. It's okay to make mistakes. Um, it can be fixed. Go ahead and do it. So, once you publish, you'll see a button right here. You'll see a button right here. So, like over here, and it'll look like this button, and it'll say visit funnel URL. It'll look like this button. You're gonna click it, and the link that it gives you is the link. And if you did it like how I just said, it'll say yourdomain.com/DBA. You're gonna take that link, you're gonna copy it, and you're gonna put it in your link in bio. So you're gonna go back, we're gonna go back to our bio, we're gonna edit, and look how cute her link in bio is. And we're gonna go to the one that says DBA, and we're gonna go to the button actions, URL, and we're gonna put that URL here. Paste. So anything that has a link to a website, you need that link to put in the buttons, right? So if the funnel isn't created yet, you have to wait till you do the funnel, or the product is listed, or you have to wait till you have the link for it, which is why we didn't finish that step. That's why we went to DBA and made the funnel and configured the funnel. Now we putting it here so that it's good to go. So, and then we would save it, make sure you publish it. And when you view it, I'm good for a view. Look how many tabs I got open. And you go down and I click that button, it's gonna take me to my DBA. And if I click get access now, it should take me to where? The next step, which was that 222. Okay, so you see how I did that? Do you have any questions? I know it was a lot of steps, but it's not always gonna be that way. Every every product does not require a funnel. Every product does not. You don't have to do a funnel for every product. Products that are lengthier, that you want to actually convince people, or you feel like they need more information, they don't understand. Okay, products that you if you're doing Facebook advertising, um they want it to go to a landing page and not straight to that order form. If you have a freebie or a lead magnet, um those are things that require funnels. Everything don't require a funnel. So what's gonna so that was just our funnel for our DBA, right? So everything else is gonna go on your store. So let me show you where your store is. So here is where your store is. If you guys want to set up a whole elaborate website with the multiple pages, it would be here. And there's templates there as well. But we want to go to the store. So this is what the store is. You guys may have multiple back here. Like I said, everybody's back office looks different depending on at what point you set it up. Um, but most people should have this store template. It will say like final copy or something like that. So we're gonna click on it. And so your store has 5 pages because it's the checkout process. You're gonna see where you see all the products listed, and then one catches your eye and you click on it. That's gonna take you to the product details where you can see the descriptions and you know everything about that product. Then you're gonna add it to your cart, and that's a different page. Then you're gonna check out, and that's a different page. And then you're gonna and then a thank you page. And so all these pages are required for the store page in that checkout process, but your store does not have to be elaborate. It does not have to be designed crazy. It don't need all of that. You want people to see what they're purchasing, so that they can buy. So I'm gonna edit this product list page. So All you need is like a header with your name or a header with your logo. Um, and then this was just showing you like how your product will look listed. And like so if you wanted to change the font or make this green, the red, like so this is just the design of the store, not necessarily the store. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to sites, you're just designing. It's all the design aspects of it. Um, and so I'm gonna show you guys what the store looks like. So this is the actual store. And you see this is the product that I created earlier with you guys. So um and if I chose to include it or not include it in my online store, it wouldn't be here. But I would still have a link to it. I would still be able to promote it. Like, say, if I wanted to attach it to a funnel, like how I did. So I don't need to include it in my online store, but you do have to list it in that area, if that makes any sense to you guys. Um, um, so this is the store, right? So um, this is the product list page. When you click on the product, this is the description page. This don't have a description, so you don't see it, but it usually will be right here. The descriptions, and if it have multiple pictures, if you click add to cart and you view the cart, this is the cart page. You see, it's not, it don't have a whole bunch of stuff to it. It's simple. I can see what I'm buying. You don't need to be, but I also know whose store I'm buying off of. The branding is still there. I know I'm still, where I need to be. The checkout page. Um, And so if you guys see no payment method or this is something you either didn't hook up your Stripe, there's a problem with the Stripe as far as like how it's configured. Like I suggested to Sasha, you need to um I would disconnect it and connect it back. Um
Okay.
and if that doesn't work, I would book a tech call, like a tech, yeah, like a one-on-one tech call. Or you can we have the 5 o'clock meeting where Musan comes and he does more of the tech. Um but that's and then the thank you page, which is not gonna show me because it's gonna really want me to put my stuff in here. But that's kind of how that would go. So um and then you can see the list of the pages here, right? So you want to make sure that your header is on all of them. And I'm going to show you guys an easy way to do that. Can I do that? Um, okay, so what I want to do is, okay, so I want to put this header on all the pages, but I don't want to, I already did it on this, so it's not, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to show you guys that process because I already did it. Maybe I could just do another header. I don't know. Um, I need to, look, my brain is spinning right now. So okay, everybody's page will have like it'll have this header, but it'll have like a little circle like how it did before for the picture. So you can put a picture there or your logo there. A lot of people have logos, make it easy. But some people don't have logos. And so if that doesn't apply to you, I suggest you just I don't know. I'm getting confused, y'all. Because I don't want this is not a good example. I guess I have to duplicate a store. Let me do that. Okay, let me figure it out. Let me figure it out. Go back. Oh, this was my okay. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Next time I do these calls, I gotta make sure it's set up so that y'all know what y'all looking at, and I can actually show y'all. But that's okay. I'm gonna duplicate it, and so y'all see what I just did? I just duplicated. So if y'all have everything is a duplicatable process. If y'all want to create a store for y'all, y'all t-shirts and stuff, but y'all also want to create a store for y'all digital products. Same thing go for the funnel. You could duplicate everything. Not you don't never have to do nothing from scratch. Okay, so always try to clone it, duplicate it. Sometimes it says clone, sometimes it says duplicate. It'll usually have three buttons, and it'll say clone. It's still trying to make my store, which is why I was asking to delete it. But nothing has to be made from scratch. Okay, so I just want to stress that. Come on, store. Um, okay, so let's make it a copy. So I'm gonna delete this header so you guys can kind of see what I'm referring to. So I gotta grab the right section and it's not allowing me to grab it. This is where layers come in handy. And it'll let you grab it. I'm gonna delete it. Oh no, y'all, don't look at this part. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And this is why I don't like recording because stuff like this, I'm like, oh, I don't want other people to see this. Live in action, that's okay. Okay. But when you playing it back, what they gonna think? But it's okay. Okay. I just want to show you guys, give you guys more of a real example. So I'm willing to do this extra piece of work for y'all. But don't think I have to do this. Um, and it's gonna tell you, man, you don't save something, so make sure y'all saving it. I think layers. Okay. Okay. Well, that's the first page. So this is more of an example of what you would see if you was doing your store by yourself. There would be a section here at the top that would be blanket has a picture. And so you can easily fill in that picture. You can fill in that picture. I would say to just delete it. Just delete it how you see me do. We're going to add a global header. What the global header is going to do is it's going to say wherever this header is, anytime you make changes to it, it's going to make changes across the board. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the plus to add a new element, and we're going to add a headline here. Um, that's not what I want to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, they throwing me off my game. You're going to add a section, add a full width section. This is going to give you that green box. So we can control everything within the green box. So you can click this plus here. You can add a column. Well, you have to add a column. And now you can add an element. So the element could either be your a picture of your logo, or it could be your name. Katie doesn't have a logo, so I'm gonna choose headline, and I'm gonna put her name, like much like how I did for her store, right? So Katie Wilson. I'm going to come to the settings on the side, and I'm gonna find my font, right? Typography font. I'm gonna find my font that I use, try to make it uniform. Try to use the same fonts, y'all. Um, and I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. And I want to put a background on here. So either I could put a pink background or that picture, but you only want to put the background in this area. You want to keep the rest of the area white. So you're gonna select the whole box, not we're not gonna go to background because that's gonna do the whole page, right? We want to select the element or the space we want to put that picture, and then put the settings in over here. So background media. And I'm going to put, what was that? Oh, I typed in pink. It was like a splash a little bit. I want to say it was this one. Okay. So that looks nice. So I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Okay. And this is how it would look on the mobile. So you want to make sure you change the mobile configuration too, right? Because that's too big for the mobile. But that looks better for the mobile. But it's still nice and big for the desktop. So I'm gonna save this. So what I'm gonna do now, y'all, is I'm gonna take this green box, I'm gonna layers. And so this section here, you see, if you click the section, that's the bottom section. That you see whatever the green is highlighted, this section here, I'm gonna click these three dots and I'm gonna save this section. And I'm gonna name it header. And I'm gonna save it to global sections. And I'm gonna save it. So now that's saved. Make sure you keep saving your work. Save, save, save your work. You don't want anything to happen to where you gotta repeat all the work all over again. So you save your work. So now if you go to the other pages, we're gonna click add an element. And instead of elements, we're gonna go to global sections. What did I say for that? Header. So now you can just drag it in there. You don't have to design it on every page again. The same thing, go to the next page. It's on 5 pages. Click the plus, add your header. So um global sections work well for headers, footers, footers that have your like your email and your contact information, your logo, all of that. It works well for testimonial pages, things that you'll put to your page often or like you'll always kind of grab towards, that works well for global sections because it's already configured how you like it. Um, I've added the plus, and so I don't have to keep going to global sections, it's kind of already there. There you go, the header, you save. So you go to thank you, and that's the last one. So this is just the setup process, y'all. You do not have to do this over and over again unless you've created the store. This is just setting it up. Yeah, I know setting stuff up is what takes the longest, but once you set it up, that's done. And I've literally set her stuff up. And how long you been on this for? In an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, so now hers is done. So save and then you would publish, right? You would publish it. So go back. So the link, it will show up in this box right here. It looks like this. It's going to say view funnel URL. You click it, right? It's cute. It's cute. The link, you take this link, you copy it, and where are we going to put it? In our link in bio, because we want people to be able to come to this page. So we designed the whole funnel. I mean, the whole store. The whole store is good. We were just designing it. We just wanted to put our personality on it. But it's done now. So now we're gonna go back to funnels. We're gonna go to the funnel. We're gonna edit. We're gonna go to the button, and we're gonna put it in where it says browse more. You can put see additional products, whatever you want to do. We're gonna go down. It's usually at the bottom what you're looking for, the actions and the text for it. Uh, You're gonna go to the actions, link to the URL, and you're gonna paste that in and save. Same thing for if I wanted to go to, I wanted the link to go to this specific link. You would copy it, and it's gonna, and let's say I put it for the testing kit. Oh no, you know what? Go back, the testing kit. And all this, these are preview links, y'all. So it's gonna actually say what y'all say once you publish it. Um, And I'm going to click the button I want to work with, change it to a URL, and put that in there. You can choose to open in a tab. Save. So now, um, and this will be your affiliate link. So now all of them have a link. This goes to my store. This goes to the specific product. This goes to the DBA landing page. This goes to my affiliate link that you guys should have the link to. So let's look at it, y'all. And then you can fit you put your social media um you click on the this and you edit with social media. You put your links in here, y'all. Put your links in here. It already has the HTTP, so you only got to put www. Put your links in there. Make sure all your buttons work. So let's look at it. Test all the buttons. So when you put your link in there, you make sure it works. Go through your sneak peek. Click your buttons. So there's nothing here because I didn't have an affiliate link. Um, but let's see. This should take us to the landing page. This is why I like opening a new tab because that makes it easier. And what if they want to come back and see more of what I got, right? So this takes us to the digital testing kit, and this should take them to the store. So now your link in bio is set up, and your store is set up. So the ways you would show off your product and get, show off your stuff, that's set up. Now we need to make sure that it's delivered. So now when somebody goes through my stuff, purchases this digital testing kit, they go through the steps, they add it to their cart, they put it in their cart, they check out, right? They get a thank you page, right? We got to make sure that product gets delivered. So the design aspect is over. You do that one time, you won't need to do it again. The only time you're going to come back in here to design something or to add is to add a link, to add a button. Oh, I want to add this. I want to take this off. Um, I want to create a new funnel. Other than that, once you get it set up, you don't have to do it over and over. It's just the setup part. So it was like an hour process, but it won't be like that. You don't have to keep doing it. So don't let that discourage you. So now I want to and here's forms, y'all, where you could build a form, how I was showing y'all. I added my sneak peek form. Here's where you would go to add more forms. And here's where you would see the people who filled out that form. Okay, so now I want to make sure my product gets delivered. So this automation process, you would have to do for the when you upload in a new product. Every time you add a product, you set it up to where it's automated, and then it's done. Okay. So so you come here. Everybody's will look different, but everybody will have the same thing. It just probably will look different how it's configured. So this AI chat automation that is for like the many chat features. This funnel automations, that's what we're looking for. That's what's gonna I named it funnel automations, but it's not funnel automations, it's just automations in general. So here you'll see certain automations. So you'll see purchase emails. So that's when somebody purchases. You'll see lead magnets. That's more of a freebie. Somebody fill out a form and now we're sending them something free. The email nurture sequence, that's to keep your leads warm. That's just going to send them a couple of emails. So it's just a setup for that. Um, and so you see, these are the same thing. I try to name them similar so I know what's what. This is an opt-in. This is the DBA opt-in in specifically. So the purchase emails is the email that you would do for your digital products. And so what I like to do is I like to duplicate them. Everything is a duplicatable process. When you get a chance, can you show me one more time to change the Kate Wilson name? To change her name, like the font or the what do you mean? What do you mean, Miss B? You want to change her the name, the font of the name? Hold on, y'all. Before I get into this, it's saying Paul. Where am I at? Okay, so let me go back to that. I go back to that. How to edit it? Okay, so what you mean on the store? You said on the link in bio. You said link in bio. Okay, so edit. So you click on the element and you type the name or whatever you want there. And then if you want to change the font or the color of it, the settings come up on this right side, right? And so you can either say, here's the size, here's the font right here, the typography type. So you would click custom, right? You click custom, this part pops up, this font family, and you click on it, and then you choose which font you want. The font I have is called, I usually type in script, and then it's called style script. Um, and that's it. I can change the color. Excuse me. I change the color. Let's see. Change the color if you wanted. Um, yep. Okay. Okay, great. I'm gonna save that. Okay. So let's go back. Any other questions about that before I move on? I was moving along, but I do want to know if you have questions. Um, okay. Okay, so somebody had a question? I heard something.
No, I mean we get the legits of it. It's a
Okay.
to absorb though.
Yes. But like I said, you only have to do it one time. So once you get it, um, unless you're doing people's stores for them, you only gotta do it one time. And then it'll be set up to go. But you will need to know how to fix the buttons and add more buttons and stuff. But
So
other than that,
in my
yeah.
situation, taking the Beacon store and merge it with Leadzboost, is that gonna be a simple task or that just gonna be a drag too?
Um, well, we're gonna do the majority of your stuff, right? We had you set. You got in with the free store setups and stuff, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, so we're gonna do that for you, but it's good for you to know how to do it because if you need to add a link or change something, you know how to do it, you
gotcha,
know?
gotcha,
But
gotcha.
you're not gonna have to do the design part of it, okay?
Okay.
But it's just one and done. Once you do it, you ain't gotta do it again. And that's the good part about it, unless you're gonna be doing people's stores. And most of us not. We just want our store set up. And it's just, it's just like how if you get any platform, you gotta put your settings in there, you gotta do it to how you like it. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
this process, you
'Cause
know?
once you built the store, I want to make sure, since I'm in Lead Boost, to optimize every corner of Lead Boost into
Exactly.
to my store. So,
I agree. I agree 100%. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that too much, but it is good to know how to do it. This is for the people who are setting up their own stores so that they can know how to do it. And also they can refer back to this video. So that's why I'm like, let me just do it all in one. Let me do the whole process so they can kind of learn and see and be able to rewind and stuff, you know?
now when you were doing the dashboard, you show us the automation. On the automation part of it, that's just like a one-click thing and then it automizes everything, or it's some steps to
So there's templates, so I didn't even get to the automations yet.
No, but
There's
earlier
templates.
when
There's
when you were showing us when you would go down the list and showing us, I noticed that you had click on automation. So like you said that for those once you get the source set up, if we want to set everything on automation, is that like say for those who got the 9 to 5 and
Yeah,
we
it'll be automated. It'll be automated. So once you do it one time, so say when you off your 9 to 5 and you like, oh, I got this new product for my truck drivers, and I gotta list it. I gotta list it. You're gonna go home, you're gonna get your computer, you're gonna upload it to your payments, right? You go to payments, you go to product, you're gonna upload the listing, and then you may want to put it on your link in bio. So you're gonna go duplicate one of those buttons, set the button action, but you don't gotta put it on your link in bio, right? But this is a new product, so you're gonna be talking about it a lot. You're gonna show it off, right? Like so you're gonna put that button on your link in bio. You don't have to, but this is I would suggest because it's a new product. You want to give that product some shine. You want to give it some, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to show it off. Don't just put it in your store and then don't never talk about it. Don't you did all this hard work on this product. They don't never talk about it. So if it's a new, it's a new product, put it on your link in bio, give it some shine, and then you're gonna come to automations and set up to when they purchase this product, what product they get, like how they get this PDF. So that will be, and so you do that one time, and then it naturally goes for you. You don't have to worry about it after that.
mm,
And
okay,
so that's a shorter process than all the stuff we just did. That's a way shorter process. You
yeah,
upload it, it's
exactly.
a way shorter process. But some people are setting up their stores, so that's the point of this course is how they set up their stores. So I had to go through that stuff and I had to show them I had to actually do it. Um, it's 3:33. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know. It's not, and that's why I keep repeating, you don't have to keep doing it. It's just the setting up process. So to close it out, this is how you would deliver it. So this is how you would deliver it. So funnel automations. So you're gonna see ones that say purchase. Everything is a duplicatable process. So if you see so if I upload a new product, so like how you were saying, like, oh, I have a new product. If you're doing a new product and now you need to configure the automations, I'm
Mm,
gonna take one of these and I'm gonna duplicate it. Duplicate. I'm gonna I am mindful about how I name things because if you keep it with purchase email in the front, you'll always be able to find it and identify it, and make if you have to make changes to it, it'll just keep it together. And then you're gonna put the name of the product. So we're gonna say testing kit, right? So we're gonna say testing kit. So and then you configure it. Then you configure it. You click on it. So most of these things are set up to be correct. Like most of it is set up. But let me go back because I want to show the people DBA because everybody gonna need DBA. Most people need DBA. So I gotta show it with DBA in mind first so that they can actually get their store set up. So I got y'all DBA. DBA folks in here. So let's do the purchase. You'll see purchase email digital boss academy. You're gonna click that one. It should already be configured so that you don't have to do a whole bunch of work. All you have to do is kind of plug in the appropriate information. So you don't have to like, oh, do I have to add? You don't have to do none of that. You have to just make sure that the stuff is correct. So there's two here because we have two volumes. Everything won't have that, right? So um everything will have that. So most of the time you only need one. You can click on it and delete it. Um, Everything will have that. Most things will have one. But this is DBA specifically, we special. So this workflow, this trigger is going to say, what happened for me to start this workflow, for me to start these next following steps? What happened? What was the trigger? And so the trigger, when somebody purchases from you, should always be payment received. That is the trigger. You received a payment. And you can say for what you can name it, like for what product I like to name them. You can say that. Okay. So payment received. And then this here says for what product? What product did you receive a payment for? And so it's gonna say the product is, and you're gonna click the button and you're gonna choose the product. If this was for the digital testing kit, I would have chose that product. Right. So you choose your product and then you say, so for y'all, it'll say product is, but it won't say the product. So you have to click on it and choose your product, and then the pay. I received the payment for this product, and the payment was successful. You want to make sure it says the payment is successful because sometimes people will go through that payment screen, so it looks like that you received the payment, but in all reality, is the payment failed and so you don't want the product to get delivered like that. So the payment was successful. And then you save. And so same thing for volume one. Like I said, most products you only do it one time. And so you just want to make sure it says payment received and what the product is and and that the payment was successful. The tags is a way to identify people. You don't have to put tags. I would put tags to identify them so that when you are retargeting these people, you can say, these people bought DBA. They interested in MRR products, or they interested in making money online. They interested in digital products. So, and you can easily target those specific tags. So this tag is called DBA buyer. You won't have to change that. That'll be automatic for y'all. And then here is the confirmation email. This email is going to come from, if you don't put nothing here, it's going to be your default, whatever your name is for your businesses. This would apply if you have multiple businesses and you was trying to send it from one and not the other. You could put that information in here. And then it's going to send them the information. This is the subject, much like a regular email. And this is a message. So the email that we have in that back office of DBA. Here's how to access. Here's how you submit your receipt. Um, and so this is the email that's going to deliver the product. So because DBA is more of a link, here's the link to the school. The link is inside the email. If you have a PDF, you need to attach the PDF here. This is where you would attach the PDF so that they can get the product within the email. Does that make sense? Um,
Yeah,
so okay, so if you have a link, so like affiliate programs, they have links. So you don't really have a PDF, they have a link. So you'll put the link within the body of the email. But if you have a PDF, you're gonna attach the PDF, just like how you would in your regular email. You attach the PDF and you save. That's it. This internal notification, this is just gonna alert you that you got a sale. And so it's gonna come from Leadzboost and it's gonna say the it can say whatever you want it to say. My Wix it say you got a sale. So you can put it to say that and it'll say this person has purchased DBA. So you don't need to change none of that. None of this needs to be changed. All you need to do is make sure it's a product payment received and that the product is correct. And then the email, whatever is relevant to the product. So they all not gonna say access the school community. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna all say that. Um, Most will say, thank you for purchasing. Here's your product attached below. Um, you know, uh, if you have any questions, you can ask GPT to help you write a confirmation email so that you could easily just copy and paste it, and it'll all once you get good um once you get one good workflow and you like how the email is set up, you won't have to keep finding a email confirmation. You just duplicate it. It's a duplicatable system. It don't have to be hard. So let's say like, okay, so we're gonna say this. Um, I'm gonna say this. The create the opportunity, this is just gonna say this is that pipeline. It's gonna say, um, you don't really have to worry about this part, but it's based. This is more for like coaches and like um it's just an opportunity. Like, oh hey, this person bought this from you. You have the opportunity to upsell them, but that gets a little too complicated for me. Uh, so that's that, right? So once you do it once and you set it up how you want to set it up, or I would always go to that one and duplicate it for the next product I'm trying to upload, or set it up to where it's um okay, so like this digital profit pack. So I don't need two. I only got one product. I only got one product, so I don't need two. I'm gonna delete this trigger. I'm gonna delete that trigger. I'm gonna actually save this as template. So, but you do have to configure it for the products, product specific. So payment received is correct, and which product I want it to go to, and that it's successful. So yeah, you can create a template for it, right? But I still have to make sure that the email is gonna say the appropriate product and not say DBA. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably make this how I was just saying. Your purchase, your um your what's it called? Digital, what I said, testing kit is attached below. I say that because it's a PDF, it's an attachment, you know what I mean? And you can add more to it. Like you can, like I said, refer to ChatGPT to write you a confirmation email. It will do so. And so, but I've gotten emails of purchases and it just had this. So you could do that. And then you would attach the product. So let's just say, um, I don't know. I'm gonna be complicating it. Let's just say this. Let's just say this. I don't like that, y'all. Hold on. Um, okay, let's just say this. So you attach the product, and that's it. You could test the email to make sure that you're getting it. But you just save it, and then you just plug in the information. Does that make sense? Like, so once you get a good template, now you just duplicate it and make sure the information is correct. So the name of it is correct. So this is not for the DBA, but I'm gonna say the digital testing kit was purchased or whatever, purchased. And then this person has purchased the digital testing kit. So you don't have to configure the whole thing. You just have to make it make sense and make sure that it's correct. You save it, you publish it, maybe not publish it, and then you save it. So now when I go to my next product, now I've made something new, I'm gonna go to this template, press these three dots, and I'm gonna duplicate it to save me time the next time I do it. So how do we help with this? So we do these classes. I don't know if you for the people who qualify for the free store, we did the free store setup, um, or doing the free store setup. For the people who did not like make that cut, we're gonna add on this service so that like we can do it like together. So it'll be cheaper than to get it done for you, or you can pay for it to get done for you. So um, those are the options. So either you can pay to get it done completely, you can pay to do it in like a smaller setting so that we all do it together, or you can just follow the videos. Um, those are the options for that. Um, so, but like I said, everything is duplicatable. So once you set it up the first time, so in real time, I'm gonna show you guys, like just so that you guys feel a little better about the situation. Um, After the store is set up and all of that stuff, I'm gonna show you how quickly it is to set up. Um, how quick it is to set up a new product. So I'm going to go to payments. I'm going to go to products. I'm going to create a new product. I'm including my online store. I'm going to add, what's it called? Yeah, stop. What's it called? Right? So I have, this is one of my products, y'all. So I'm going to write the description. Already have the description somewhere, but I'm not going to look for it. I'm going to put the picture here, upload the file. Um, I just want to show you how quick it is. How quick it is. It don't have to be too complicated. See, I can't find a picture. I should time this. Okay, look, boom, picture. Picture. I want to put my price. Uh-oh, I always do that. US dollar. I think it's 97. Compare at $97. And I'm gonna save. Okay, now it's in my store. So now I'm gonna go to my sites. I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna show it off. I'm gonna put it in my bio. Oh, so usually you would know your link to your store, but I don't because it's in my store. So I want to show y'all. So here's the product that I uploaded. Um, you get the link for it. I want to put it in my link in bio. You don't have to put it in your link in bio. It could easily be in your store. You can easily tell them, hey, go to my store. You know, go to my link in bio and click browse all products, and there it is. But I want to make it easy for them. I want them to be able to find it quickly.
Damn, I got a quick question. Now, in the
Okay.
modules, I noticed that we mentioned that the mini chat. Is that something that we're gonna use and you can use automation on as well on that as well?
Yes. So you can, it depends on the person, I guess. It's more the mini chat feature is to that's to like if you're promoting on Instagram or Facebook, you could say comment stock photos and I'll send you the link, right? But everybody's not gonna do that. That's not everybody's marketing technique, but that is a capability. So you tell them comment stock photos and I'll send you the link. And or comment DBA and I'll send you the link. So you can have a specific keyword to a specific um, you know, product. And when they comment, it automatically sends them the link. So you're not replying to every single body. So that's automated too, yes.
Yeah, because I noticed that before I hooked up with you, I was looking at the module and all that, and I said that's gonna be something that I might want to use, especially when I'm promoting on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, YouTube. You know, just to have that as well. Because I'm trying to master it, all of it. While I can.
Right, right,
I feel like if I optimize the whole store up and optimize it to the point where everything's being used correctly,
right,
that would be a very useful tool.
right. I understand. I agree. Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
but it's the
So yeah, so if you qualify for the free store setup, they do that for you. They set it up for you.
they do set it up, okay.
Yes. So
But is
so
it linked in with Leadzboost though?
yeah, it's this so this is the AI chat automation. So that this is where you would set up the many chat features. So it's in Leads Boost. It's just not many chat specifically. It has many chat features.
Okay.
Okay. So y'all see me, I listed the photo, I put it in my bio, and it was in my store. You see, I put it in my bio, and it's in my store, and now I'm just gonna set it up to be able to be sent out. So I want some funnel automations, and I'm gonna take this template here, and I'm gonna press these three dots and duplicate it. I'm gonna name it appropriately so that they all just, in the same area. Okay. So now I just have to make sure that the information is correct, right? So I'm gonna go to that one. I'm gonna make sure that it says, and it should, right? Because I created this, so I know. But you have to still put the product in. You have to make sure that it's the product. The product is right. So I chose the product that I want. It's successful. Save. You can change your tag to say relevant to your product. So this is an AI stock photo. So I'm gonna put that because I know the people that buy this, they like AI stock photos. So I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna put my confirmation email. So your name, your email, that should already be set to what you set it to, right? Because we just duplicated it. So everything is gonna be duplicated. So if you put it in the first time, it should be here. All you changing is the subject, um, because that's not relevant. I would say, um, here is your name of the product, right? Stock photos. Um, whatever. And then you put your email. So you see it doesn't have all the DBA stuff like it did before. You put your email. This is gonna say the same thing. So I'm just gonna change this. Thank you for your purchase. Um, yeah, whatever. Y'all know what I mean, stock photos. Um, thank you for your purchase. Sorry, y'all. Your AI stock photos is attached below. You get what I'm saying? Um, so that's easy peasy. Everything else is full. It puts your customer name, it puts your name, and then you take this off. It shouldn't be nothing. I wouldn't save it with a PDF there, y'all. And then you come and you get your PDF. You attach your PDF here. Boom. You save it, you publish it, and you save. And that's it. So after the store is set up, that's all you have to do to add more products. So I want to show you guys how quick that was. That was like 10 minutes. So it wasn't all those steps that I was showing you before. That was to get it up and running. But after it's up and running, it's easy to add your products. Um, any questions? I hope that put you guys at ease a little bit. Um, just a little bit. But oh. Um, So, and I can also do a video, like a smaller video on just uploading the products because once people get there, everybody's not going to design. Everybody doesn't need the design portion. So I could put a video up on just doing the um just doing the upload process. Um, and I know this was a long video. This was 2 hours, y'all. So I know it was a long video or a long live. But I appreciate you guys for staying. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing.
Appreciate,
Um,
appreciate.
yeah, hopefully it wasn't too confusing. As far as, and I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna close it out now. Let me save it now. Stop the recording. Where's the stop?
So you say you'll be back at 5?
Hold on. Uncle Porsche. Okay, I think I have to stop sharing first, and then